now we're going to demonstrate typical MEVA32 tower buildup, just loosely. Our bottom jack is complete with a few features here. We have a stripping pin that you can preset prior to pouring, so that when you hit on the bottom, we give a bit of stripping relief. A collar nut that has a full 1-inch extension, so that when you have a frame over top and it's not seated properly, you'll be able to see that right off. And a stabilizer cap that will keep this straight inside of the frame. These cross braces are being attached, spring loaded. We're going to use these 5-foot frames to show 2 frames high with these frame connectors and pin assembly. Now that we have the frame connectors and the pin assemblies in place, we're going to grab a couple of these 5-foot frames, stack on top. Whenever you're climbing these towers, you have to come in from the inside and climb up. You have a more stable tower. You don't have no tipping. Has the same stabilizer cap, the elongated collar nut, and a fork head, several occasions for attaching stringer beam. The dimensions of our fork head, you can fit a 5-inch bottom flange here and 2 5-inch flange side by side in the other direction. This will be your complete tower setup.
Today we are demonstrating a garage beam setup with our MEVA32 aluminum frame shoring system.
We're doing that with the MEVA32 frames and the MEP gates. This is just a demonstration, but this would be decked out also with joists and plywood. The idea is to pick this table, or we actually have some caster adapters that you could attach to the frame.
These garage beam tables can be rolled away from pour to pour. Towers can also be rolled from pour to pour using standard MEP trucks.
A few things that go into this, such as the jack retention clips, so that when we're flying this table in, is going to hold both the top and bottom jacks in place, eye nut and a hammerhead bolt, and this simple clip. This allows you to spin, adjust the nut, you can adjust the leg up and down, and this stays in place. What we have here is an example of the stripping pin in the set position. If you've poured your slab or your beam already, you can strike here for a bit of stripping relief. And that drops that approximately half an inch. One additional safety feature of these MEP gates is the flag. The red flag is turned horizontally when you know that the hammerhead screw on the inside is turned in the proper position. Now you know it's secure. What we have here is a condition where you may have a really low ceiling or a low beam bottom, and you want to take the top and bottom jack out. In that case, you can use a plane base at either the bottom or the top to take out one of the screw jacks.
And you would tie your aluminum stringer in these locations.
So that now you can drop that even lower at, let's say, maybe a 5.5-foot height in this condition for a really low beam bottom.
The features and benefits of MEVA32 include the fact that it's a strong system supporting 16 kips per leg or 32 kips per frame, which means the grid of the shoring legs can be spread out further, utilizing less material overall. The system is lightweight. The 6x6 frame weighs only 49 pounds. It's easy to handle, thus saving on labor costs. There are 4 frame heights, 8 foot, 6 foot, 5 foot, and 4 foot tall, all 6 foot wide. The system is very versatile. You can use either cross braces or MEP gates. It can be built in place or flown into place. With that being said, there are 3 main uses. Tall towers for applications such as podium decks, garage beam applications, and table applications.